Every night, your cat does something while you sleep that most owners will never notice. You probably think they're just resting nearby, curled at your feet, tucked against your side, doing nothing in particular. But the moment your eyes close, something shifts. Your cat moves differently, watches differently. And what they do in those quiet, dark hours reveals more about how they truly feel about you than anything they do in the light of day. Miss the meaning behind it, and you might be misreading your cat entirely. Stay until the end, because the last thing I'm going to tell you is something so silent, so small, that most people go their entire lives never knowing it happened. Let's start with the one that catches people completely off guard. You've probably woken up at some point to a soft paw pressing against your cheek, maybe tapping your nose. Most people smile, assume their cat wants breakfast, and roll back over. Completely reasonable. Except that's not what's happening. When you fall asleep, your breathing changes. It slows, deepens, grows quiet in a way that's different from anything your cat hears from you during the day. And to your cat, that shift is significant. That gentle paw on your face isn't affection, it isn't impatience. It's a wellness check. They're confirming you're still responsive, still breathing, still okay. This is ancient instinct at work. In the wild, cats live in small bonded groups where monitoring each other isn't optional. It's survival. If something is wrong with one of them, the others need to know immediately. When your cat reaches out to touch your face in the dark, they're running that same code on you that their ancestors ran on each other for thousands of years. Some researchers believe cats can even detect subtle changes in body chemistry through close contact. There are documented cases of cats persistently pawing at their owners just before a medical episode, sensing something was wrong before the person had any idea. So no, it's not about breakfast. Your cat is checking on you. And once they've confirmed you're safe, something else happens. Something I'll come back to at the very end of this. Now, why does your cat lose their mind at 3 a.m.? 1 second, the house is completely silent. The next, something is sprinting full speed down the hallway like it's being chased by something you can't see. It feels chaotic, random, maybe a little unhinged. But there's a precise reason it happens at that exact hour, and once you understand it, you'll never see those midnight sprints the same way again. Cats are crepuscular, hardwired by evolution to be most alert at dawn and dusk, the narrow windows when their natural prey is most exposed and vulnerable. But here's the part most people don't think about. Those same hours are when predators move. So your cat isn't just burning off energy, they're running a patrol. That sprint through the hallway, the sudden leap onto the couch, the mad dash into the bedroom and straight back out, that's a security sweep. They're checking entry points, scanning for anything that doesn't belong, making sure the territory is clear. And that territory, without question, includes you. Researchers studying domestic cat behavior have found that indoor cats carry these instincts fully intact, even if they've never once encountered a mouse or set a paw outside. Their internal clock fires at the same hour every night and tells them, this is the time to be alert, to move, to protect. They're not unhinged. They're on duty. And you are exactly what they're protecting. Here's one that almost every owner misses entirely. Your cat presses their paws into your blanket over and over. That slow, rhythmic kneading that looks like they're making invisible bread. Most people write it off as a comfort habit left over from kittenhood and never think about it again. But something far more deliberate is happening beneath the surface. Yes, kneading begins in infancy. Kittens need their mother's belly to stimulate milk, and the motion is tied to warmth and safety from the very first days of life. That part is real. But here's what most owners never learn. Cats have scent glands embedded in their paw pads. Every time they press down, they release pheromones. And when your cat needs your blanket, your pillow, the space right beside you in bed, they are marking it, deliberately. They are weaving their scent into yours, claiming your space the same way they would claim a shared nest with a cat they've chosen to bond with. This isn't random behavior. It isn't mindless comfort. It is one of the clearest signals your cat can give you that they see you as part of their inner circle. In their language, the only language they have, that slow, rhythmic pressing means something specific. This is ours. You are mine. That thing you thought was just cute? Your cat has been saying something with it this whole time. And then there's the staring. You've seen it. Your cat, completely frozen, eyes locked on an empty corner of the room at 2 a.m. Not moving, not blinking, just watching something that isn't there. It's unsettling in a way that's hard to explain, like they're tracking something just outside the edge of your perception. But before your imagination goes anywhere dark, here's what's actually happening. Cats possess a reflective layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, which bounces light back through the retina a second time. The result is vision that functions clearly in light levels 6 times lower than what humans require to see anything at all. In near total darkness, your cat is reading the room with perfect clarity. You see nothing, they see everything. But vision is only half of it. Cats can hear frequencies up to 64,000 hertz. The human ear maxes out around 20,000. That gap is not small. Inside it lives an entire world of sound. A mouse shifting inside a wall, insects moving in the ceiling, pipes contracting in the cold, vibrations so fine they don't register as anything in your experience, but arrive sharp and clear in theirs. When your cat stares at nothing, they are not hallucinating. They are not spooked by shadows. They are processing real, precise information from a dimension of sound and light that you simply don't have access to. Watch closely next time. Their ears will shift by fractions. Their whiskers will adjust. They are reading something. You just don't have the equipment to read it with them. Now, the one that will genuinely change how you think about your cat. Have you ever woken up with your hair slightly damp or tangled in a spot you don't remember turning into? You probably blamed the pillow. But there's a real chance your cat was quietly grooming your hair while you were completely unconscious. Licking, nuzzling, working through it with the same focused attention they give their own coat. This sounds strange until you understand exactly what it means. In feline social groups, grooming is not casual contact. It's called allogrooming, and it is reserved exclusively for cats who share a deep, chosen bond. Mothers and their kittens, siblings who have grown up together. Cats who have decided, without being asked, that they belong to each other. It does not happen between strangers. It does not happen out of habit. It only happens between cats who genuinely trust each other at the level that matters most. When your cat grooms your hair in the dark while you sleep, they are extending that exact ritual to you. They are not confused about what you are. They are not mistaking you for another cat. They know precisely what they're doing. They are treating you as one of their own. Experts also note that cats are drawn to the natural oils and individual scent in human hair, and that grooming it serves a second purpose, mixing their scent with yours, reinforcing a bond that exists whether you're awake to acknowledge it or not. Most owners will never catch this happening. It takes place in silence, in darkness, in the deepest part of the night. but it means something that very few people ever get told directly. Your cat does not see you as a provider they tolerate. You are family. And this quiet, secret act, the one you sleep straight through, is how they prove it. Which brings me back to what I promised you at the very beginning. Remember the face touch, the wellness check your cat runs after your breathing slows and the house goes quiet. That's only the first half of what happens. Because after they've confirmed you're safe, your cat does something else. Something so quiet that most people never know it exists. Behaviorists studying cats at night through low-light cameras discovered it almost by accident, and what they found changes the way you understand everything your cat does. Cats express love in one very specific way: the slow blink. Eyes open, holding your gaze, then a long and completely deliberate close. Among cats, this gesture carries a single meaning. I trust you without reservation. I feel safe with you. It is one of the most vulnerable things a cat can do, because closing your eyes in the presence of another living creature means dropping every defense, fully and without condition. Cats do not do this lightly. They do not do it often, and yet, researchers observed it happening again and again, at sleeping faces, in dark rooms, with no one watching. A cat will approach their owner in the middle of the night, sit quietly beside them, and perform a slow blink. Not for a response, not for food, not for any acknowledgement at all. The person is asleep. They will never see it. And the cat does it anyway. They are saying something real, in the only language available to them, to someone who will never witness it. Not performing, not waiting for a reaction, just expressing something true, alone, in the dark. That is the thing about cats that most people spend years living beside without ever fully understanding. Their deepest affection doesn't happen when you're watching. It doesn't happen when you call them over or when the camera is out. It happens in the quiet, in the dark, in the hours when you are completely unaware and they are entirely themselves. Tonight, when your cat climbs up beside you and settles in, remember that for them, choosing to be there was never a small decision.